Hey everybody, what's going on? Coach Ryan here from Teamwork Sport Performance. We got something real exciting for you today. So what we are going to be doing is we are going to be going over day one of our high school / college athletically based program that we are going to be launching online. In this program, what you're going to be able to do is work on flexibility, mobility, strength, agility, endurance, as well as just some good overall fitness skills that will help you stay active in this, time of uncertainty. So follow along, stay tuned, and I hope you enjoy. Hey everybody, what's going on? Coach Ryan again. What we're going to be doing right now is bringing you the warm-up for day one of our high school / college workout. This warm-up is going to be done traveling. A lot of athletes, in their pregame stretches and their pregame, warm-ups will travel and move to keep their bodies, active throughout the entire thing. And this is just one way that we can keep it as similar to what they would do on the field, off the field. So, first thing that we are going to do is heel to toe walks. We want to make sure that our toe is pointing towards the ceiling. Our heel is going to touch the ground, push up to our toe. Next foot, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. All right, we're going to do that 2 times. So, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. Now, if you don't have the space to travel and you don't have the ability to walk when you are doing it, push up to your toes, rock back to your heels. All of these exercises can be done stationary as well. Next one, moving on, we are going to go to what's called a cradle hug. A lot of athletes have done this in the past, so again, we try to keep it as similar and fluid as possible. What we want to do is grab underneath our knee, over our ankle, pull up at an angle, step forward, switch. Make sure our core is staying tight. Balance is key here. Really feel that stretch. All right, and again, if you don't have the space to do that, you can stand still, pull straight up. But try to keep it traveling as best you can. Reason being is that it works balance, it works coordination, and it also works just body awareness. Because sometimes it gets a little challenging if you have to do multiple things. So try to challenge yourself as best you can. Moving on. So the next one that we are going to do is what's called an inchworm. I will provide 2 views, one coming straight at the camera, one going across. So we want to fold in half, keep our legs somewhat straight, hands down to the ground. We want to walk our hands out as far as we can. Then from there, inch those feet in. Keep your legs straight. Don't let them bend. As soon as you feel like you're about to fall forward, walk those hands back out. And repeat. All right, let's get the side view now. So, again, fold in half, walk as far as you can. Good job. That one is a little bit tougher to do stationary, so what you can do is you can walk your hands out into that full plank position and walk your hands back in. All right. Next, what we are going to do is what's called a quad stretch and a forward reach. Sounds pretty simple, and one of the things we want to focus on right now is making sure that we don't kick to the same side. Because as you see, my leg is abducted away from my body. So we're not getting the full benefit of the stretch. So what we want to do, kick our foot to the opposite hand so it keeps our leg in line with our body. We want to put pressure into our back hand with our foot and reach straight out in front. Step, kick, put pressure, reach straight out in front. Yes, I will provide a side view. Good job. Okay, so like I said, kick the foot to the opposite hand, put pressure into that hand, so it activates the quad, and then lean forward so you get the deepening of the stretch. So kick up, apply pressure, reach forward. Okay, moving on. Now, we're gonna do what's called a backwards Spider-Man walk with an instep reach, all right? Again, this does not need to be done traveling if you don't have the space, but try to travel because it's gonna challenge you in ways that you didn't necessarily think that would be challenging. So, first, we're gonna start in a push-up position. We wanna lift one leg up. I am lifting my right leg. Walk my hands back. We wanna make sure our shin becomes vertical, foot flat on the ground. Drop into a Spider-Man. From here, instep reach. The foot that is in front, drop the elbow closest to it, lift that leg up, walk back, shin vertical, drop into a Spider-Man, and we will give you the side view. So, from here, leg up, walk back, shin vertical, drop into a Spider-Man, drop the closest to the foot, and there you have it. All right. Now, we're gonna go forward hurdle steps and backwards hurdle steps. Again, does not need to be done moving. You can do all the movements that I'm doing stationary. I'm going to travel forwards and backwards, alternating between these two. So, first up, forwards. So, make sure our core is tight. We're gonna open our leg to the side, lift it up, step over the hurdle, alternate, open up and over the hurdle. Keep that core nice and tight. Step up and over the hurdle, up and over the hurdle, up and over the hurdle. All right, now we're gonna go backwards. Same motion, just the opposite way. So, here, around, down, up, around the hurdle, step back. All right, we're gonna go one more time. All right, so, over the hurdle, backwards. Right, next up, we are gonna go stride RDL. This is very, very important because in order to be faster and more effective on the field, you gotta be coordinated. So, teaching your body what's known as opposite arm, opposite leg for all running mechanics is very, very important. So, this is one way that we can start to incorporate it. First up, what I want you to do is get into a position as if you're gonna run up a set of stairs. All right, so if I was gonna run up a set of stairs, I'm gonna probably be here. We're gonna lift that leg up a little bit. From here, kick that leg back and reach that same side arm. Remember, whatever leg is in front or whatever arm is in front, your opposite limb is always attached to it. Switch, kick straight back, switch. Traveling. Make sure our core is tight. Remember, try not to open your hips. Reason being is we want to fully lengthen that entire hamstring muscle and really, really, really stretch it out. All right, let's get side view now. So, again, opposite arm, opposite leg, up in the front. Kick back and reach. Step forward. All right, almost done. Keep it going, guys. All right, we got 2 more warm-up exercises. The first one has 3 parts. Knee hug, forward lunge, reach and rotate. So, again, core is nice and tight. We're gonna go knee hug, pull that knee straight up, step forward to a forward lunge, reach your arms straight up, rotate side to side. Step up. Grab that knee, pull straight up, step forward, reach, rotate. Knee hug, step. All right. Let's do one more so we're even. Knee hug, step. Excellent. All right, the last one that we are going to do, and I'm going to show you coming across the screen, is going to be a lateral sumo slide. It's going to work on a lot of hip mobility. It's going to really open up those hips for later on in the workout. So, right here, right like this, leg is out to the side, walk my hands over, straighten that opposite leg out, step in, leg out, shift over, right back in. We're gonna go back the opposite way now. So right here, shift over, step in. All right, that concludes our warm-up for today's workout. Stay tuned for the next part. All right, coming back at you with the mobility series for the high school / college workout, day one. First things first, we're gonna warm up and mobilize those ankles. What I want you guys to do is we're gonna stand nice and tall. You're gonna take one foot. You can hold this onto a pole if you want to get a little bit deeper, or if your balance is just not really feeling it right now. But again, everything that we do is trying to become more athletic, to become more physically fit, and just working on becoming better every day. So first things first, you're gonna come up to your toe, big ankle circle. Just really try to create a circle with that ankle. Let's go the other way. Good. All right, switching sides. So like I said, the more mobile your ankles are, it helps improve your squats, it helps improve running. It really does just kind of help you feel a little bit looser throughout the day, even if you're not doing athletically based things. It's a definite improvement to everyone's well-being the more they do it. All right. So next, what we are going to move on to is our shoulder / thoracic region, which is going to be the upper half of our upper body. So first things first, we're gonna go into a quadruped position. So hands and knees. I'm gonna show you two angles. First one from here. So I'm gonna sit back in my hips. I want those toes dug in underneath, core is nice and tight. Take my hand, reach underneath, thread the needle as far as you can. Reach that arm all the way up, rotate. All right, so again, take that arm, reach underneath, rotate. All right, give a couple from the front view so that way you can see it. Reach, rotate, reach, rotate. All right, so that takes care of our thoracic region. Now what we're gonna do is move on to our shoulders. For this, what we're going to do is every 5 repetitions, I want your circles to increase in size. What I mean by that is we're gonna start off, let's say 20. So every 5 get bigger. And then remember, as athletes, you don't just run one way. What do we have to do? We're gonna go the opposite way. So we're gonna go backward circles, same concept. Keep that core nice and engaged, arms out to the side. We're gonna go backward circles. Every 5, try to get a little bit bigger. This one might be a little bit more challenging for some of you. All right. So The next thing that we are going to do is we are going to do what's called a round the world lunge. Getting those legs really, really warmed up before every lift, let alone every practice, every athletic event you do, is key to performance on the field. Making sure that your body's properly warmed up and ready to go is definitely going to help in how you perform on the field. So what we're going to do right now is it's called a round the world lunge. So follow along with me. What I want you to do is think of a clock, okay? So you're going to step forward into a forward lunge, step out. Everything we want to do is maintaining our body positioning straight ahead. So I'm going to step out to the side. Notice body positioning straight ahead. This is the only one that changes. Stepping out here, push back. Now we're going to step over, look the opposite way, or look towards the way we step, push back. Now what we're going to do is switch sides and do the other way. So, moving here, step, drop lunge, side lunge, transverse. All right, now what we want to do is we worked one way, now we're going to work the other way. So we're going to go back the opposite way that we just came. Good job, everybody. Keep going. Excellent. Now we are going to bring you the core series. That was just our mobility series, and I hope you guys now feel warmed up, almost ready to go. We're going to turn that core on real quick, and then we're going to get after it. Now we're going to bring you the core series for today's workout. It's going to be 2 different supersets. What that means is 2 different pairings of exercises that you're going to flip-flop between till you complete the allotted sets. Once you're done with, say, the first set or the first superset, you're going to move on to the second superset. So I'm going to go over all 4 of those exercises right now. So first up is going to be leg lifts. So what we want to do is lay down on our back, arms out to the side, under your butt, on your chest, stomach, behind your head, wherever you are comfortable. One of the things that you want to focus on right now is lifting those legs in the air. Don't pull too much with your hip flexors. If you lower and you feel your body start to sit up, that is when you know that there's too much hip flexor and you're not using enough stomach. So one of the things I want you to do at that point is lift, tap your stomach so that your body and your brain put the focus here and not what's holding your legs up. Then pull and repeat. So this is the first exercise. The second exercise is going to be a bicycle kick. Similar concept, a little bit different leg placement and a little bit different focus on the abs. So what we want to do is bring our opposite arm, opposite leg, knee to elbow, switch, straighten that leg out. All right. So that is the first superset of core exercises. The next one, again, similar concept, a little bit of different focus, and we are going to pair it with a full body core movement. So the next 2 are windshield wipers, as well as Navy SEALs, and I will go over each of those like I just did with leg lifts and bicycle kicks. So windshield wipers, on your back, legs up 90 degrees, let them fall to one side, feel the stretch in your core, pull back up. Now, if that's too much, bend the knees and then pull. But make sure when you fall, you pull with your stomach. Because remember, this is a core exercise. All right, the next one is called Navy SEALs. So what you are going to do is you're going to go into a high push-up position. I will demonstrate a couple reps this way, and then I will demonstrate a couple reps going the opposite way. So first up, right from here, push-up position, drop down to your forearms, push up to your hands. All right, now let's go the opposite view so you can see the other side. Right from here, core nice and tight, drop down, push. All right, that concludes our core series. The core should be fired up right now. I want you to follow along with the sets and reps, and that way it breaks everything down for you. So next up, we're gonna do a little footwork, a little agility, and we're gonna get right into it. Hey everybody, what's going on? Coach Ryan here again. What we are going to do right now is we're going to work some footwork and agility right here. You don't need a lot of space. What this is going to help is, staying on your toes. I know that sounds simple and I know that sounds basic, but one of the things that really, really helps athletes excel on the field is reaction time. And if you are able to, stay on your toes and stay a little bit more reactive, and proactive, I should say, in terms of, change of direction and whatnot, and not necessarily sitting on your heels, you will be able to excel a little bit more easily, I should say. So what we are going to do is I want you to find a line. It doesn't need to be, a real big line. You can draw one in your head. You can put an imaginary line. We're going to work a little bit of footwork in terms of, trying to stay reactive and stay in a good athletic stance. So what we are going to do is we are going to do 3 different movements, I should say, and we're going to get after it. So right here, first things first, I want my chest over my knees, over my toes, good athletic stance. We're going to take our right foot, come over that line, left foot's going to follow, right foot's going to go back, left foot's going to go back. Now, I realize this is really slow, so what we are going to do is I'm going to demonstrate each of these a couple reps slow, and then I'm going to speed my tempo up so you can see real life speed as to how I would like you to complete it. So, like I said, right foot over, right foot back, left foot back. Right, left. So then let's go the other side again once I demonstrate. Here, left foot now leads. All right, now we'll go full speed. And then we're gonna switch. All right, so that is the first one. The second one is going to be lateral jumps, both feet together, side to side over that line. So we're going to face this way. Again, I will demonstrate both ways so you can see. I'm just using the line, so that way it's easy to demonstrate. We're gonna jump over and back. Remember, you're trying to stay on your toes, and you're trying to react and move as quickly as you can. Full speed. Change direction. So hopping side to side. Good. All right. The last one is going to be in and out. What that is we just did here. Now we're going to go out. So we're going to go outside an imaginary box and inside an imaginary box. So what I want you to do is you can use this line. You're going to step on the line, off the line. Okay, so we're going to demonstrate this way as well as the other way. So my right foot is going to go first. Actually, let's go this way. Right foot first. On the line, off the line. On the line, off the line. Left foot now. On the line, off the line. Again, full speed, just so you can see. Change the side. Keep those arms moving. All right, so hope you enjoyed that. That should have gotten your heart rate right up. Should be getting you ready to go. Stay tuned for the strength series. All right, first up in our strength series today is going to be a squat with a 5-second hold at the bottom. So what I want you to do is grab a weight. It can be a dumbbell, it can be a kettlebell, it can be a really heavy backpack if you're at home. It can be any type of weighted object that is going to allow you to sit there and have to work under tension to get up. So I'm going to grab a weight. I'm going to hold it in a goblet position. One of the major things I want to do right here is make sure that this is supported. I don't want it too far away from my body, and I don't want to be leaning too far back. I want it nice in front, supported by my arms and my core. So at this position, what I want to do is squeeze my core, brace, very punch, push my knees out, sit down in a squat, hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, power back up, okay? Again, keep that core nice and tight, push those knees out, sit down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, power back up. Let's get a side view so you guys can see. From here again, hips back, sit down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, power back up. All right, so that is our A1. Stay tuned for A2. All right, next up in the strength series is going to be a plank for 30 seconds. All right, so what we want to do is we want to make sure a couple key things. One, arms or elbows are not too far in front of our head. We're not too far arched, so we don't want to be like this, and we don't want to be too far down. So what we want to do is we want to start in a quadruped position because it is the safest. So I'm going to demonstrate from my forearms. So from here, kick one leg back, straighten it out, kick the other, squeeze the belly, push the ground away, and try to be as straight as you can. The saying we use here is straight line from head to heel, strong as steel. So make sure that you're not here and you're not like this. Straight line from head to heel, strong as steel. Excellent. All right, stay tuned for the last exercise in the A series. All right, next up is going to be the last exercise in the A series. What it is a push-up. Push-up till failure. So as many push-ups as you can do. Don't try to get 100. Remember, we have 3 to 4 rounds of this. I want you to get something that really you feel the pump, okay? So what we are going to do right now is talk about hand placement and shoulder placement. Hands should be right underneath the shoulders. Elbows should not be out here, all right? Reason being, if my elbows are out here, it's a lot of stress and a lot of strain on your shoulder capsules and all the little muscles that make that area up. So what we want to do is we want to drop that elbow. When we drop that elbow to about a 45-degree angle, it puts the emphasis in our pecs as well as our back muscles. These are much larger muscle groups that will allow for an easier time pushing. Yes, it will be harder right off the start, and I realize that. But I promise you it will get easier and it will be a lot safer. One of the things that happens if you keep your shoulders and you keep even bench pressing out this way is it will start to really work these muscles in areas and ways that they're not supposed to be worked. These are secondary muscles for any type of pressing that is in the horizontal plane. So what we want to make sure of is that our elbows are at 90 degrees. If you need to go from your knees or from a bench or from anything like that, please feel free. But remember, when we bend, we want to bend the elbows, lower our body down, keep that 45-degree angle, and push right back. So I will demonstrate from this angle as well as the other one. 45-degree angle back, push away. All right, now from straight on. Excellent job. That's the A series. Stay tuned for the B's. Hey guys, how we doing? Coming at you with B number 1 for the B series. So what it's going to be is a drop lunge to a side lunge. You can use weight. You don't necessarily need to as long as it's done properly. So what I want you to do is I want you to take your leg, reach back behind your body at about a 45-degree angle, sit on that leg, stand up, over to a side lunge, push, come back. Excellent job. Make sure our body is facing straight ahead. Good. Okay, so now we're gonna go the other side. Again, step back, reach behind, push up, side lunge. Excellent. Stay tuned for B2. All right, how we doing? We got our B2, which is a tall kneeling curl to press. I have a foam Airex pad underneath my knees, but what you can do is put a knee or a pillow underneath your knees, or if you have a yoga mat, sometimes the yoga blocks work. Reason I'm doing this, one of two things. One is that it doesn't hurt my knees, laying or kneeling directly on the hardwood surface. If you have carpet, great. But if you don't, this is a great alternative. Part 2 to this, as I'm on this position, I can then lift my toes up, which forces my core to get involved with this movement that I'm about to show you, and then it challenges you a little bit further. So what we are going to do is you right now will need a set of dumbbells, some kettlebells, soup cans, water jugs, anything heavy backpacks that you can curl to your shoulders and press straight overhead and right back down. So I'm going to demonstrate with dumbbells, curl, press, back down. And again, lifting those feet off the ground. Keep that core tight. Good job. Stay tuned for the C's. Hey guys, coming at you, C number 1, all right? What we got right now is what's called a high prone toe tap. So we want to be in a push-up position. We want to take our leg, reach out to the side, light touch, back in, alternate each way. Try not to open your hips, just light touch, shift your weight from foot to foot, reaching out to the side, each way. Stay tuned for C2. Hi everybody. So, coming at you with the last exercise of the day for our strength series is going to be standing one-legged kickbacks. You can shut your eyes to challenge yourself a little bit more. We want to keep that core nice and tight. We don't want to open out to the side. We want to try to use our butt and kick straight back. Lean a little bit forward. Make that leg attached to the ground work a little bit harder. All right, now we're going to switch sides. Keep that core nice and tight. Kick straight back. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed today's workout. Stay tuned. All right, so the last thing up for today's workout is our finisher. What our finisher is going to be today is I challenge you. I want you guys to go outside and run for 10 to 15 minutes. It could be a nice jog. If you have a dog, take the dog for a walk. Great way to clear the mind, get the mind right for the rest of the day. One of the main things that, especially being cooped up inside with everything that's going on, get outside when you have the opportunities to. So take 10 to 15 minutes, go for a nice run around the block, go to the local track, go to the rail trails, take the dogs for a hike, get outside, do a little bit of cardio outside, and then we'll see you tomorrow.